Hello beautiful souls, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a wonderful day or night whenever you're watching this. And happy Valentine's Day. I know this video is going to go up before Valentine's Day, and it is still a timeless reading, so even if you're not watching this when it is uploaded, it will still apply, but it's just keeping in the theme with Valentine's Day. So for this reading, we're going to see what love is meant for you. There is going to be a reading breakdown, and I'll put that right here along with an extended. So if you're interested in the extended, the link for that is in the description box. And to do this reading, we have 3 piles, and I'm going to add the crystals and I'll be right back. And here I've added the crystals. For pile 1, we have a selenite heart. For pile 2, we have a hematite heart. And for pile 3, we have an opalite heart. Pick whichever pile number, or crystal is calling you most, and that is going to be your reading. You might even be attracted to multiple piles, and that's totally okay. Timestamps will be listed down below, along with the decks that I use. That's always in the description box. And now let's get into this reading. Hello pile 1, how are you doing? Let me know in the comments section below. You've chosen the selenite heart, and I'm going to keep your crystal right here. And before we get into your reading, if you're interested in diving deeper into your inner work journey, then definitely consider one-on-one coaching with me. Through my one-on-one coaching program, I help women connect to their spirit in a way that's aligned with you and give you the tools that you need for your inner work journey in a way that's empowering to you and, again, aligned with you. So if that sounds like something you'd be interested in, my coaching link is in the description box. And you can also book personal tarot readings through the link that's in my description box. So now let's get into your reading. I'm gonna pull your tarot and everything, but for your first card, we have practice. Sitting in stillness, letting all thoughts subside, allowing the creativity to flow through your veins. How juicy, how ripe, to sit in this place of being, in this place of practice. But tell me, is your practice becoming a chore? Is it starting to feel heavy? Another thing to check off the list. Does it seem impossible to sneak even just 20 minutes of practice into each day? When your practice feels cumbersome, simply remember your practice knows not a container. In fact, the essence of your practice is delicately yet deeply interwoven into the very fabric of your life. I would say that the love that's meant for you is one that doesn't feel like a chore or something that you have to do, but rather something that you want to do, or that you want to be involved in, that you want to pour energy into. And then we also have success. Success that's true belongs to me, success with honor, integrity. So I'm gonna pull your tarot cards. I'm leaving this one for afterwards. All right, pile 1. I also got this feeling that the love that's meant for you is meant to feel clean, pure, and not messy, but healing and rejuvenating. And with success here, I get the sense that it's like you'll feel successful, you'll feel accomplished with this. Like it's something that will fill you up with this feeling of success, like you've gotten your desires. So let's see. Spirit, what is the love meant for pile 1? Can you give us... Wow, we have the 10 of Cups. That is beautiful. The love that's meant for you is meant, again, to feel super fulfilling, super soul fulfilling. Something that is like making you feel full of life and full of joy. And literally on the Rider-Waite 10 of Cups, you have a family there with all the cups above them. It's like showing that sense of fulfillment and peace and being at ease with the fact that you have all that you could want and more, and you're happy. And they're looking at the horizon, and it's just like a very like scenic, beautiful picture. And that's the love that's meant for you. The love that's meant for you is one that's meant to feel like a success, one that's meant to feel fulfilling, one that's meant to feel enlivening. I don't know if that's a word, but that's what's coming to me right now. I also noticed that this card has prosperity on it. and celebration. So it's one that makes you feel successful, prosperous, and celebrated. It's one that you want to celebrate and show off to people. I also feel like the love that's meant for you is not meant to feel like you're putting in a whole lot of effort. Like the effort feels effortless. So even though you are putting in the effort into cultivating that love, you still don't feel like it's burdening on you. It feels light, it feels easy, it feels in a state of flow. And it's like that kind of the first thing that I was getting with your pile about feeling clean and pure and not messy, but healing and rejuvenating. And with this 10 of Cups, that's kind of the same thing. It's like the love that's meant for you is meant to feel healing. It's meant to feel pure and fulfilling and rejuvenating. It's meant to fill you up. So the last thing I'm getting with this is that the love that's meant for you is meant to take you to greater heights. It's meant to allow you to achieve a greater level of success in your life. And it's like meant to elevate you in so many ways, like in more than just one way. It's meant to elevate you. And with practice, I'm also feeling like it's something that you want to come back to. It's not something you feel you have to, but something that you want to. And even if you were to like step away from it or take a break, I'm hearing that you'd still eventually want to come back to it. That somehow, some way, the love that's meant for you is something you'll always want to come back for or come back to. And in doing so, it only continues to elevate you. I love this. This is so beautiful. The fact that we start off with the 10 of Cups right off the bat for you, like that as the love that's meant for you, that's like the highest level of love meant for you. You're meant to achieve like this, not that it's an achievement, but it's like something that you're meant to experience. You're meant to experience this high, intense level of fulfillment in love, where like you've gotten all that you could ask for and more. So now let's take a look at what energy you radiate when you're in alignment with this love. We have attraction. Keep that right there, and I'm going to pull one tarot card as well. Spirit, what energy does pile 1 radiate when they're in alignment with this love? We have Temperance. So, wow, this is amazing. This says healing and guidance on it. For one, I get the feeling that when you're in alignment with this love, you feel balanced. And I would say that it would happen, or it would be around the time when you're working on your own healing journey, when you're going through healing your past wounds or anything like that. And when you're starting to alchemize it, it's like there's this specific message I'm getting that the energy you radiate when you're in alignment with this love is the energy of alchemy, the energy of taking past wounds and turning them to your benefit, turning them around to be your source of power, to be your source of upliftment, to be the thing that fuels you. So it's no longer a story that brings you down, but it's a story of empowerment. And in that, with attraction here, you naturally, oh wow, I'm just noticing now that this attraction card has Libra on it, and Temperance can sometimes be associated, like, not that it's associated with Libra, but I can sometimes see how Temperance can be connected to Libra because of the balancing act that happens in Temperance as well. The energy that you radiate when you're in alignment with this love is attraction. It's like you're naturally starting to attract all the things that you want in your life. You're naturally starting to attract things into your life. It may be synchronicities, it might be people, it might be opportunities, whatever it is, like you're starting to attract things into your life, and you're at this place where you're radiating the energy of empowerment, of taking your story and using it to empower you. Any pains that you felt, any things that may have hurt you from the past, it's becoming a source of empowerment for you. And that's the energy that you're radiating. People are looking at you and seeing that healing. One more thing that I'm getting with temperance and attraction is that the energy you'll radiate when you're in alignment is that you're not afraid to walk away. Is that even if you're attracted to something, if that something isn't, or someone isn't valuing you or respecting you or living up to the standards that you've set, you're not afraid of walking away. And I just feel like you'll be so much more attractive. Like, you'll find that so many more things are attracted into your energy circle, that so many more things are being pulled into your energy. Things that you may have struggled with before to call in, things that you may have tried to manifest before or tried to like call into your life, come with ease, come with greater ease. And I just think you'll feel so much more balanced, so much more in alignment, so much more empowered. Like, the word empowerment keeps wanting to come up. And so I'm feeling like the energy you're really going to radiate when you're in alignment with this love is the energy of empowerment, true empowerment, where it's like you've taken all the things that you may have happened to you, you've turned them into lessons, and now you're using them as your foundation, as a source of power, as a source of boosting you up. All right, let's pull a last few cards for messages. And thank you. I'm not sure if I mentioned this, but there is going to be an extended for this reading. So if you're interested in that, the link is going to be in the description box, and the reading breakdown will be in the intro if you wanted to check that out. So we have the 9 of Wands here, and I'm feeling called to take one more. What last message, Spirit, do you have for pile 1? It's interesting that we were talking about being your source of about taking the pains from the past and using them as fuel to advance you, because this 9 of Wands is giving me the feeling that Spirit is giving you that exact message of using all of the wounds from the past as your source of strength right now. I'm getting the message that the wounds from your past, the failures, the wounds, the hurts, whatever, that is your source of fire right there. Because both of these are wands, and then there's also temperance is associated with Sagittarius. We have the symbol of Sagittarius here. So that is your source of fire. That is the fuel for your fire to achieve the success you want, to achieve the life you want, to get what you want out of life. And even just to love yourself on a deeper level. Those wounds cracked you open and exposed deeper parts of you so that you could love those deeper parts of you and get to know yourself on a deeper level. So the more you start to use those wounds as a source of strength, use those wounds to build your foundation up as a fuel for your fire, the more in alignment with this love you will become. Like, these wounds are a great source of learning for you, of where you need to establish healthy boundaries, where you need to create distance between certain people or certain behaviors. And through that, you're going to become like this King of Wands here, who is capable of walking out into the world and not having to be so afraid of being hurt that they're missing out on experiences. Because I get the feeling that what Spirit really wants you to know is that through these hurts and stuff, and walking that journey and using them as your source of strength, you're going to come to see how you have so much power in you, and you're capable of going out into the world and experiencing different, or having different experiences, and not having to be worried about being hurt. It's like you can have those experiences and not have to keep looking over your shoulder that something is going to go wrong, because you're starting to learn to trust in yourself and in the foundation that you've built through the lessons you've learned, and in your strength to overcome things, which is just allowing you to be much more open to experiencing life and experiencing love and relationships and whatever other things that you want. All right, let's pull last few cards from this deck before we head into the extended. Spirit, what would you... The lilac. Lilac, the future is sometimes lost in the wanderings of yesterday. So I'm feeling like, and Spirit is just encouraging you to continue to use your past as a source of empowerment, rather than getting lost in the spiral of the past. And sometimes our mind likes to do this, but if we can just keep telling our mind that, that past made me as strong as I am right now, it strengthened me. And so while it may not have been amazing and I wouldn't want to go through it again, at least if it were to happen again, I have the strength to deal with it. And I've learned since then, and I've grown, and I'm stronger because of that situation. And I really just feel that Spirit is encouraging you to alchemize the past stories into something that is going to benefit your future, is going to bring you to the future that you want. Because it's very possible for you. You can definitely have it. Like, even with this King of Wands here, you can absolutely have that future that you want. It's about taking power and control of your current and present moment right now by alchemizing the stories of the past to be that source again of fuel for your fire and empowerment. Like, I think Spirit keeps wanting to say that because doing so is really going to change your life in so many ways, and it goes beyond romantic love. Like, this goes into your life in general. And I think the love, and it doesn't even have to be romantic love, it could be any type of love, it could be self-love too. That love is only going to enhance all of these experiences that you're creating through this alchemy work. So pile 1, if you're not joining me in the extended, this is where I'm going to leave your reading. Thank you so much for allowing me to do this reading for you, and thank you so much for being here. If this reading resonated with you, then like the video and subscribe if you haven't already. I'm sending you lots of love and light, and I'll catch you in another video reading. Bye. Hello pile 2, how are you doing? Let me know in the comment section below. You've chosen this hematite heart, and I'm going to keep your crystal right here. And before we get into your reading, if you're interested in diving deeper into your inner work journey, then definitely consider one-on-one coaching with me. Through my one-on-one coaching program, I help women connect to their spirit in a way that's aligned with you. And I give you the tools you need for your inner work journey in a way that's empowering and, again, aligned with you. So if that sounds like something you'd be interested in, then definitely check that out. Then the link for that will be in the description box. Sorry, I had to sneeze. And if you would like to book personal tarot readings, the link for that is also in the description box. So let's get into your cards. I also wanted to quickly mention that I saw a lot of number 3 before I started your reading. And I got this message about trusting your intuition. Like, there seems to be a lot of 3 energy around you. And somebody in specific is thinking a lot about you. Like, I don't know why, but I'm picking up on the fact that there's somebody in specific, maybe you might know who this person is, but they seem to be very heavily thinking about you. Yeah. So, let's see. Oh, and I wanted to also mention that there's going to be journal prompts for this Valentine's Day thing that is going to be a short. So if you want, you can look at my shorts and you'll find it there. So now let's get into your cards. This is for later. We have your first card as prayer. In times of need, in times of hurt, in times of anger, it is easy to turn outward and focus on what we do not have or what we want most. But remember, gentle soul, you are always allowed to ask for guidance, to ask for help, to ask how, to ask why. Do not forget that you are never alone. The divine is always with you. To seek it, my love, all you need to do is turn inward. I'm getting the sense that the love meant for you is one that you've prayed about, is one that feels like a prayer fulfilled. It is one that feels like safe to turn inward. There's a sense of safety in this love. And we also have 3 cards here. So we have sensuality. Oh God, I'm going to have to organize these. True love, come to me, and new beginnings. All right, and before I get into all this, I'm going to just pull your tarot cards. So, Spirit, what love is meant for pile 2? What is the love meant for pile 2? We have the Page of Cups. Get one more card. I love that. We have the Lovers. So the love that's meant for you is literally meant to feel like love. I don't know how else to put it. Just kidding. But I feel like it's meant to feel young and fresh. And like I said in the beginning with this prayer card, like wish fulfillment, a prayer being answered, your wishes being granted, very like receiving and very open to receiving is what this love feels like. Or like you would be very open to receiving. It's like a very beautiful giving it and taking type of love. The love that's meant for you is meant to feel alive. It's meant to feel sensual. It's meant to feel a little bit young and joyful. And it, like this true love come to me, this is true love, love at its purest form. That's the love that's meant for you. It's love at its purest form. It's fulfillment. It's that joy that comes from being so full of love. It's like a young love. That's the best way to explain it or describe it. I was going to say describe and then I was going to say explain, and so it came out ascribe. But it's meant to feel very young and very lively, very full of life. And like I would also say that for some of you, this might be like a soulmate type connection, if that's something you resonate with, or something along those lines. That the love that's meant for you is meant to feel like that. It's meant to feel like committed and strong and in it for the long haul, but young at heart and lively at the same time. Like it's just so, it's like the duality of being committed and having that structure while also being free and feeling like you can experience this freedom and like both of those two things happening simultaneously. And for some of you, I'm hearing that the love that's meant for you may have actually been somebody that you met when you were young, or that like you guys met, you may still be in a relationship, I don't know, but the love that's meant for you is like, it could possibly have happened at a younger age, or you could have met that person when you were young. There's something here about like the fact that it's either makes you feel very young, or the two of you were young when you met. Either way, it's like that was the love that's meant for you. It's meant to keep you young. It's meant to keep you feeling young and alive, and like even through the challenges, even through times of like difficulty, no matter what you two go through, you're in it together, and there's still this feeling of being young at heart and being together, like working through those things together and remaining new and fresh. Like this love is meant to feel new. Even if you've known each other for a very long time, there's always something about it that will feel new and fresh. It is transformative. I'm noticing there's a butterfly on this card and a butterfly here as well. So it is transformative. It's something that you grow through. It's something that sparks more growth in you, sparks a deeper level of growth in you, something that inspires you to grow and to come back to yourself. You know, the interesting thing is that this love that's meant for you is actually one that helps you come back to yourself. It helps you find yourself. It helps you connect deeper to yourself and encourages your growth and the other person as well. If this obviously deals with the romantic love, it could be anything. But regardless, like the love that's meant for you is one that makes you feel, that one that makes you come back to yourself, one that encourages growth within you and transformation to where you're constantly transforming, but not in a way where you're becoming somebody else, but you're constantly transforming in a way that you're becoming yourself. I hope that makes sense. Let me think about how I could say that better. You're constantly transforming and becoming more and more yourself, coming back to your center. You're unraveling more and more layers about you, and that's what the transformation is, and that's what this love encourages, and it's what it sparks, and that's the love that's meant for you. It's meant to transform you. It's meant to make you feel alive and young and full of life. I genuinely love this for you, pile 2. Let's see what energy you radiate when you're in alignment with this love. So, Spirit, what energy does pile 2 radiate when they're in alignment with this love? Thank you. And then we have this card as well. Communication and... Wow. First of all, this came out for pile 1 as the love meant for them. The fact that this is coming out for the energy you radiate, I have a feeling that you and pile 1 are somehow related. Maybe you guys... I don't know. But there seems to be some type of... It's not going to be well... laid out, so we're just gonna deal with it for now. I feel like the energy that you will radiate when you're in alignment with this love is one where you're freely communicating. You're not afraid to communicate your thoughts and your opinions. You're also not afraid to ask questions. You're not afraid to communicate your boundaries, your desires. You're not afraid. The biggest thing here is that you're not afraid to live and to express the desires on your heart. You're no longer afraid to allow your desires to be known, but rather you're open and expressive of those desires, whatever those desires are, you know, to another person, to yourself, to the universe. Like, you're so much more expressive of those desires. You're initiating, communicating these desires. You're initiating, communicating, and asking questions. Like, rather than assume or just keep quiet on the questions that you have for somebody, you're open to asking those questions. You're not holding back. And I feel like the other thing here is too, the energy that you're radiating is that you're not holding back. You are open. You're radiating an energy of openness, of expression, of like fullness. When people look at you, when you're in this when you're in alignment with this love, when people look at you, they're like, damn, that person looks so full of life. And they look like they're in tune with themselves. They're not like, they look confident and happy with their life. The energy you radiate is this openness. It's this, I know my worth, and I know that I'm capable of receiving all that I desire. And I'm open to communicating. I'm open to expressing my desires. I'm open to asking questions. I'm open to receiving answers. I'm open to allowing for open communication. I feel like I said open a lot of times, but that's the biggest thing, is that your energy feels very open. When you're in alignment with this love, the energy you radiate is openness. The energy of receiving, of being capable of receiving the desires that you want, of being capable of holding space for those desires, and just, I think, being ready to experience a higher level of fulfillment. And your energy in general, pile 2, I want to say, is very light, and like, it seems like so much more young. Like, I just feel like a young, enthusiastic energy in your pile. And I feel like the love that is meant for you, and the energy that you'll end up radiating through this when you're in alignment with this, is exactly that. Is that youthfulness, is that like enthusiasm. Like, you'll just have an enthusiasm for life. We also had the 4 of Wands at the bottom of this, so I feel like for some of you, the energy you'll radiate when you're in alignment with this love is the energy of commitment, that you're willing and ready to commit. That might not be for all of you. It'll just, take what applies. But let's see what last message Spirit has for you. Spirit, what last message do you have for pile 2 for this reading? Your reading is very straightforward, though, and very like full of life. There's a lot of life in this love that's meant for you, this love around you. Oops. Oh, that was not. All right, so your last few message cards, we have the 10 of Swords and Justice. With this 10 of Swords here, it's giving me the message that you've just gone through recently a huge transformation. You closed out a major cycle, and you've overcome a lot of things. One, if for some of you, you did recently go through like a separation, that message is coming through here. That separation is the spark, or the spark for something new in your life, the spark for some major change in your life. And it's going to be a really beautiful thing. And I feel like with Justice here, you'll definitely get your dues. Like, you're going to get what's owed to you. You're going to get justice out of that situation. And I feel like you're going to learn a lot through that situation as well. Like, the truth of whatever happened in that situation will come out, and I think you'll learn and grow from it. But more than that, like, if that doesn't apply to you, don't worry about that message. So this huge ending that you went through with this 10 of Swords here, I feel like it's transformed you as a person. I feel like you're now so much more capable of handling the truth of situations. You're so much more capable of seeing the truth in situations, of seeing and recognizing people. I think you've learned now, and or you are learning, of how to recognize people and how to be a better judge of character. I think you're coming to this place of understanding when somebody's lying to you and when somebody's telling the truth. I feel like your skill in being able to discern between the truth and lies is becoming so much stronger. Like, it seems like whatever this ending that you went through, the main lesson that it taught you, or the main thing that it taught you, is how to tell between truth and lies. And I feel like your discernment is becoming so much stronger through that. And your mind also is becoming so much lighter. I feel like for many of you, you're starting to also see the truth of how your mind sometimes, because of the programming or the old beliefs and stuff, may tend to be a little more pessimistic or a little bit more negative than the reality is. Like, sometimes it makes reality out to be worse than it actually is. And I feel like you're gaining a better understanding of that. And you're not falling into any like fear-based spirals anymore, but rather you're starting to learn and recognize how your mind is just minding, like it's just doing its job in a way of keeping you safe. But sometimes it doesn't always understand what's a real threat and what is just a perceived threat. And I feel like that's where you're coming in, and all the work that you've done and this major ending or this change that you went through recently, that really has changed you as a person to where now you have the strength and ability of discernment to know when your mind is just doing what a mind does and trying to protect you, and when it's a real threat and when it's like a perceived threat. But I definitely feel for many of you, your ability to see the truth in a situation and to be more honest and open with what you want and to seek that in another is strengthening. And this is really going to help you to come into alignment with the love that you want with yourself, and to just experience that balanced and reciprocal love in relationships and in yourself. But even beyond just that, I think this is helping you to be more open to communicate without fear of like over analyzing what you're saying. You don't have to be afraid of telling somebody what you desire, and you can allow them to fulfill that desire. That's a beautiful thing. And you're no longer having to be afraid of communicating and asking questions and allowing somebody to give you the answers to that, and being truthful with your answers. It seems like you're no longer available for games, and you're also better able to discern when somebody is playing games with you, and you don't feel the need to do that anymore. It seems like you've come to this place, or you're coming to this place of such surety and strength in yourself that you don't feel the need to, like withhold information or not ask the questions that are on your mind out of fear of somebody running away. But rather, it seems like you're happy if your questions run somebody away, then they were not meant for you in the first place. So I think that you coming to that realization, and more than that, you coming to like love yourself and have strength and confidence in yourself, is helping you to just be so much more open and communicative. All right, let's get your last few messages before we head into the extended. Spirit, what last message? Thank you. Stand still for now and listen to your life. You know the lotus? I love the lotus symbol. I have it tattooed on me, actually. And funny is that I went through a huge transformation after I got it tattooed on me. And I just got it tattooed because I always liked the lotus, and it's like a symbol of purity in the Indian culture, or at least in the Hindu culture. And when I was much younger, I really liked it, so I got it tattooed on me. Like, it's something that rises out of murky waters. And I feel like this is very, like, this last message that Spirit is giving you is that you've risen out of tough situations, and you're still extremely beautiful. Your soul is extremely beautiful. You are extremely beautiful. No, nothing could taint that. No amount of challenges or pains in your life could taint your beauty. Recognizing your beauty is going to help you to appreciate yourself so much more, and uncover a deeper level of love for yourself. So pile 2, this is where I'm going to leave your main reading if you're not joining me in the extended. If this reading resonated with you, then like the video, subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you so much for allowing me to do this reading for you, and thank you so much for being here. I'm sending you lots of love and light, and I'll catch you in another video or reading. Bye. Hello, pile 3. How are you doing? Let me know in the comments section below. You've chosen this opalite crystal, and we're going to keep your crystal right here. And before we get into your reading, if you're interested in going deeper into your inner work journey, then definitely consider one-on-one coaching with me. Through my one-on-one coaching program, I help women connect to their spirit in a way that's aligned with you, and I give you the tools that you need through your inner work journey in a way that's empowering and, again, aligned with you. So if that sounds like something you'd be interested in, then my coaching link is in the description box. And if you're interested in booking personal tarot readings, the link for that is also in the description box. So now let's get into your cards. This is for later. The first card we have is Divine. There is a gentle guiding force of light embedded deep within each of our souls, and we get to choose whether or not we listen to the innate gentle guidance that lives within and around each of us. There are no accidents, no coincidences. There is only choice. Trust that nothing is left to chance, and rather that everything is laid out for us, perfectly plotted and planned, just waiting for us to say yes to. Of course, we get to choose to trust its guidance and to surrender to the knowing that this is all part of a beautiful divine plan, created and crafted specifically to suit the very purpose for which your soul exists. And then we have Safe Home. I cast this circle round about safety now is beyond doubt. So the love that is meant for you, for one, I feel like is gonna feel very divinely connected or very synchronistic. And I also feel like it'll be very well balanced and very well rounded. I also wanted to say that when I tapped into your energy, I felt a slight block in the heart center. So if you feel like you've been struggling when it comes to connecting with people, or connecting even with your own heart center and with yourself, then maybe doing some clearing work around your heart chakra and your heart center could be very helpful for you, because I did feel that, so I wanted to make sure I mentioned it. Anyways, the love that's meant for you, pile 3, is one that feels safe, that feels divine, that feels divinely guided. I feel like it's something that you will happen to see a lot of synchronicities around, that you and this love feel very fated. Let's take your tarot cards and see what else Spirit would like to add to this. Spirit, what is the love that's meant for pile 3? We have the Ace of Swords, and I feel like getting one more. What love is meant for pile 3? Judgment. Yeah, it's one where you feel safe to be yourself. You feel safe to express all the things that are going on in your mind. You don't feel judged for speaking your truth or just speaking in general. You don't feel like you have to hide your words or worry about your words and what you're saying, or feel concerned that you're going to be judged for the thoughts that you have, the opinions that you have. One that feels very calming and soothing to your mind, I also feel. And one that does not leave your mind in doubt. This love that's meant for you is one that doesn't leave you doubting or second guessing yourself. It's one that doesn't leave your mind questioning whether this was love or not. Like, you know it. Deep down, deep in your core, you know it. And it's also fascinating because once I started your reading, all of a sudden, there were so many different things that's like so many different noises that started happening. The sirens just went by, and there was like a bunch of other noises that happened as well. So I get the feeling that this love that's meant for you, it's going to be very different, because even through all the noise and all the chaos outside, this is a place where you can come back to, where you feel safe, where you feel at peace, and where you feel like the noise of the outside can't affect you. This is a love that you can come back to as a source of safety and stability, security, even like your safe haven. It's one that your mind can fully rest in and be at ease in, where it can fully let go of trying to put on a show, or there is none of that. In this love, the love that's meant for you, there is none of that. There's no putting on a show. There is no putting on a brave face or putting on these different faces. Like, no, you get to be your raw and real self. You get to let go of all of those different faces that we put on for the world and show up exactly as you are in that moment. It's one that honors the authenticity of how you're feeling and how you're doing. And I'm also noticing that both in Judgment, in this Judgment card, and on this Divine card, there's a third eye. So I feel like this is also a love that very much opens you up to your intuition, because it makes you feel safe. And again, this doesn't have to be a romantic love. This could be a love within yourself that you're awakening. It could be anything, a love with somebody else, a love with your pet even. Like, it doesn't really matter. But regardless, the love that's meant for you is one that you feel safe enough to finally let your guards down. Safe enough to finally open up to your intuition. More sirens, like one where you genuinely feel protected and the outside noise can't hurt you. This is a safe haven where the outside world can't affect. And just basically you feel safe, you feel guided, you feel safe enough to trust your inner guidance, and it opens you up to that inner guidance. Like I said, there seems to be like an intuitive awakening that happens through this love, and you feel so much more at ease in your own energy. And no matter how many transformations or how many things shift, I feel like this love that's meant for you is something that helps you stay stable through it all. Something you can come back to, something like, again, a source of safety, that's so no matter how many changes are going around you or happening in your life, you know that this love is here with you, and it's your source of safety and comfort to help you deal with those changes, to help you go through the transformations, to help you along whatever you're facing in life. This love that's meant for you is caring. It's gentle, it's tender, it's very nurturing. And it's one, again, like, the biggest thing that I keep getting is one that lets you feel truly safe to let go, truly safe to be your authentic self. And I think that's just amazing. Truly safe to learn and grow and express when you don't know something. You don't feel like you have to be always on guard. Like, you can genuinely just let go. So let's see what energy you radiate when you're in alignment with this love. I pulled this card. So we have desire here. All right, let's see. What energy does pile 3 radiate when they're in alignment with this love? Wow. Okay, so when I saw number 3 on this desire card, the first thought that came in my head was the Empress. And the fact that she came up here, and like we were talking about how this love, the love that's meant for you, feels very nurturing, very caring, very gentle and compassionate. So I feel like the energy that you'll radiate is a mirror of the love that is meant for you. It's one of feeling comforted. It's one of being nurturing, of being in your feminine, of feeling safe to open up and reveal your vulnerabilities. It's one where you feel safe to be vulnerable, and the energy that you radiate is one of vulnerability, one that is okay with that. And I also feel like with desire, the energy you radiate when you're in alignment with this love is that energy of desire, of being desired and being in that like sexual, sensual energy. I feel like the energy you radiate is one of receiving, one of abundance, one that is truly highlighting your feminine energy, where you're relaxed and content, where you're open to just sit back and not have to be so stressed. Like, I feel like the energy you're going to radiate is one of relaxation, one of contentment, one of ease and comfort, where you don't have to be super stressed or worried. Like, obviously stresses happen in life, but on the whole, your energy isn't one that's anxious. It's one that's rather grounded and secure and calm. I also feel like with the Empress here, you might notice that when you're in alignment with this love, you're more open to creative projects or to trying creative pursuits, trying new ways of expressing your creative energy. You might notice that you're more inclined to find creative outlets for your energy, and your creativity itself might end up being enhanced and like growing through this process. And I just feel like you'll be much more nurturing of yourself. You'll definitely take care of yourself. I feel like the energy you'll end up radiating is one of self-love, like true self-love and true openness to be loved. And I think the reason why I felt that heart center block might be because in the past, like the pains that you've experienced may have closed you off to receiving this love. And the more you open up and align to this love that's meant for you, which we're going to see in the extended how you can align with this love, but the more you do that, the more your heart center is going to open up, and the more you will find yourself at ease and being open to receiving love and connection, and being open to connect with others, not in an anxious way or worrying about how those people perceive you, but in a way where you feel grounded and solid in yourself. And so you're capable of showing up in that energy when you're connecting with others. And you're not trying to please those other people, you're just being yourself. One more thing that I wanted to add to this that's coming up is that when you're in alignment with this love, you'll notice that you feel more hydrated as well. It's like a random thing, but it's coming to me because one, lettuce is very like rich in water, and we also have the sign of Cancer and the moon on here. So there's a lot of like water energy in this card, and that's giving me the feeling that when you're in alignment with this love, you're gonna notice that you feel very hydrated and very like full. And that could be emotionally too. It doesn't necessarily have to be physically hydrated, but I was getting more of like a physical hydration. You'll feel very physically hydrated, but you might also just feel emotionally hydrated, so emotionally full, and like your cup is full, like you can give from your overflow. So now let's take a look at any last message Spirit has for you. Spirit, what last message would you like to give pile 3? Wow. This same card, well, these two came out for pile 2 in the energy that they'll radiate, I believe, or something like that. I'm pretty sure these exact 2 cards came out for pile 2. There's been a lot of like connections between the 3 piles, and it's kind of amazing that they're connecting in this way. But we have the Page of Cups and the Ten of Cups. So I feel like your last message here goes back to the message that I got of your heart center. I feel like the more you open up to the emotions that are stored in your heart center and start to release those emotions and explore that emotional center, it'll give you greater insight into how you can start to pour love back into yourself, and in a way where you can actually start to hold space for that love and carry that love. So you're not just leaking it out because you have all of these, wounds or anything like that. Like, it's not leaking out, but rather you're able to actually hold space. And I think the progression that's happening is that you're getting to this place, because we do have right path here. So I feel like you're on the right path. You're already probably doing this work, and you're likely connecting to your heart space or learning how to connect to your heart space. And I feel like if you continue on this path, you're going to start to expand in so many ways, and naturally you'll start filling your cup and find greater fulfillment in life around you. And I feel like it's going to bring more gratitude into your life and more joy into your life. And it's really starting with your heart center and your ability to hold that love and your capacity to hold love for yourself and for others, but mostly for yourself. And that's something that you're already doing. Also, for some reason, this cup on the Page of Cups, I know these are fish, but to me, it looked like smoke. So this could also be a message to do a clearing, maybe like lighting some sage or lighting some Palo Santo, or even doing like bay leaf lighting or whatever. I don't know, whatever calls to you, whatever you feel comfortable with. Trying something like that could help you to start clearing out these stuck energies and emotions in your heart space, because there's so much that's like energetically wanting to come towards you, like in the form of love, but also in other forms too. And I feel like the more you clear out your heart center, you'll actually be able to receive these things. Your energies will finally be open to receive these things. And the last thing that I'm getting with this is that by pouring into your cup, you're going to be able to learn how to allow others to pour into your cup. So continue to work on pouring your cup, filling your cup up with love, filling yourself up with what you need, caring for yourself. Because through that journey, you're going to start to learn how to be open to receiving from others, and be open to receiving and being in this energy to receive the love that is available to you. And it'll just help you align with this love that's meant for you. So pile 3, this is where I'm going to leave. Oh wait, actually, I almost forgot. Let's grab this deck to get the last message for you before we enter your extended. Spirit, what last message would you like to give? Pile. That's a lot. We have Dahlia. You have what it takes, and you definitely do. You have all the capacity to hold love and have love in your life, to experience this beautiful love that's meant for you. You definitely have what it takes to get that and to have that, and you deserve it. And I genuinely feel like you're on your path to receiving it, no matter how old you are. I want to mention that it doesn't matter how old you are and how many experiences you've had in love and relationships that haven't been the best. You still have within you the capability of experiencing this beautiful love. And as you continue down your path, again, it doesn't matter how old you are. As you continue down your path, you are going to experience this beautiful love that's meant for you. I kind of feel like taking one more. Yeah. We have Hyacinth, play, laugh, and find joy. So I feel like just enjoy your life. Have joyful experiences, as many as you can. Whenever you have an opportunity to just play and have some fun, let loose and be free. It's gonna align you, I feel like, with this love, and it's just gonna open your heart up, I think. You're gonna bring a little bit more of that childlike zest and that joy for life. So pile 3, if you're not joining me in the extended, this is where I'm going to leave your reading. Thank you so much for allowing me to do this reading for you, and thank you so much for being here. If this reading resonated with you, then like the video and subscribe if you haven't already. I'm sending you lots of love and light, and I'll catch you in another video reading. Bye.